Hi friends, welcome back to Redgate Ranch Homestead. We're in the kitchen today and we're going to make the perfect roast turkey. Juicy white meat and deliciously moist dark meat. How are we going to do it? Well, I'm about to show you a game changer. So stay tuned and I'll show you how we're going to do this. What we're going to need are 5 essential things to make the perfect turkey. The first thing is you're going to need an electronic temperature probe that will monitor the temperature of your turkey while it's cooking. The next thing you need is a stock pot that's large enough to hold your turkey for the brine. Is an open roasting pan, or gloves to handle your turkey, and of course, the star of the show, a 12 to 14 pound thawed turkey. And that's all you need, and I'll show you how the recipe goes. Okay, the first step is to make the brine, and you're going to want to do this the night before you actually cook your turkey. So what we'll do is we'll put half a gallon of water to begin with, cold water, and then you'll add 1 cup of sea salt, 1 cup of sugar, and then you'll dissolve that. Don't heat it, because if you heat it, you're going to have to let this cool off to room temperature, because you don't want to put your turkey in warm water because it would poach it. So you definitely want this room temperature. Then after you've got the salt and the sugar dissolved in the half gallon of water, you're going to add another half gallon of water, stir that up, and then you'll be ready. It's just easier to dissolve the sugar and salt in a half gallon of water than it is a full gallon. So I hope I saved you some time by telling you that. The next thing you want to do is you want to do a spice sachet. You can use cheesecloth, but I prefer to use a coffee filter and a little cotton twine. And what we're going to put in the coffee filter is a half a tablespoon of black peppercorns, half a tablespoon of whole allspice, and then half a tablespoon of candied ginger. We're going to put all of that in our coffee filter and gather it up like that and tie it with a twine, and then put that in your turkey brine. Then all you have to do is put the star attraction breast side down in your brine. And if it doesn't cover your turkey, add a little extra water just until it's covered. Then put your lid on and put her in the refrigerator overnight, or 6 to 8 hours, and she'll be ready for you to put her in the roasting pan. And it's just that simple. Another thing you may want to consider is if you have trouble fitting a pot of this size in your refrigerator, what you can do is add ice on top of your brine, and that will keep your turkey cold up to the top of the pot for the amount of time that it needs to brine. And you can keep this in your sink. I promise it will be perfectly fine, as long as you make sure the ice stays there for the 6 to 8 hours. So I hope that's helpful too. It's the next day, and we have rinsed the turkey and discarded all of the brine. Now we're going to take half an onion, put that in a bowl. We're going to take 1 apple and cut it in half, and then cut it in quarters. Put that in a bowl. Then we're going to take 1 sprig of fresh sage, and 1 sprig of rosemary, and 1 cinnamon stick. Then we're going to add, get in there, sage. Then we're going to add 1/2 cup of water And we're going to microwave this for 1 minute to get it up to temp. Now what we want to do is we want to add the onion, apple, the herbs, and the cinnamon stick to the inside cavity of the turkey. Now be careful because this just came out of the microwave and it may be a little warm, so if you want to use a little pair of tongs, that might be very helpful to you. And now we're going to pat her dry and make sure that she's all dry, and we'll put her on the roasting pan. Next, we're going to truss her legs together so that she will bake evenly. We're just going to use a piece of cotton twine. Okay. We're going to bring our roasting tray over, and now we're going to baste her with oil, but we're also going to baste our roasting pan rack so that she doesn't stick. In the meanwhile, you'll want to be heating your oven to 500 degrees. Yes, I said 500, but I'm going to show you the secret. Just trust me. Okay, so we took about a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and we greased our rack, and then we oiled all the surface of the turkey. We're going to lift her up. Oh, she's heavy. And then we're going to tuck her wings. Now, if you wanted to put some carrots or some potatoes in the bottom of the roasting pan and let those drippings fall down on there, they're wonderful. Okay. Gonna tuck these. She's a slippery little sucker. Here we go. She's all tucked and ready now. Next, we're going to make sure that we've got our probe, our temperature probe, set at 157 degrees. And we're going to go in the thickest part of the breast. Don't touch the bone. Now we're going to put an aluminum tent over the breast. Your turkey is going to be a different size every time, so you have to custom make this. Make sure that you oil this side of your aluminum tent so it doesn't stick. We're going to take the aluminum off during this first roasting, but you just want to have it ready for when she comes out of the oven. And what we're going to do is we're crisping up the skin right now. So stay with me now. I promise you, you're going to love this. Isn't she pretty? Now we're going to put our little tent over the breast that we made earlier. And now we're going to cook it until it reaches the internal temp of 157. And you're going to lower your oven temperature to 350 degrees. Isn't she beautiful? What we're going to do next is we're going to tint the turkey. Now leave the probe in there because if you pull it out now, all the juices will escape. So leave that in, and the carryover heat will take it to the desired temp of 161 internally. I'm going to show you how juicy this bird is. Brining a turkey is a game changer. You're going to love it. We'll be back in just about 30 minutes after it's had time to rest. We're back, and the turkey is all cooled. It's been carved, and it is moist and delicious. I can't tell you what a wonderful recipe this is. Brining a turkey is a game changer. I've used this for any kind of poultry. When I make chicken fingers, fried chicken, when I grill chicken out on the barbecue, I'll never go back to not brining chicken. So once I found the brining secret to turkey, I'll never go back. And I know you're going to feel the same way if you try this. Until next time, we'll be here at Redgate Ranch Homestead, and we'll be eating turkey, won't we, boys and girls? Come here, come here. You want a bite? You want a bite? You want a bite? Good girl. Good boy. See y'all next time.